Okay, Zyra support though isn't exactly the best support, but that's fine.
Christos.
Alright, very cool. Control 6. Okay. So, okay, like right here.
I should have been checking for red buff, probably.
No, not necessarily. Like, it's not necessarily your job to check the red buff. It's just like you have the free trinket, right?
Right.
And it's only 120 seconds for the cooldown. So you could just walk up here, go place it and try. And just, it's completely free, no face check or anything necessary.
So is it more important to ward early on than to save it for lane phase when they hide in the bush? Yeah,
it'll be up before laning phase. Like if you place it at, because you can get to the bush, if you get straight out of the base, you can get to the tri-bush up here at 36 to 37 seconds. And the 120 second cooldown, it's basically up right when you get into lane.
Hang on a second,
check.
My nose. Excuse me.
Bless you.
So I definitely want to ward early. Where's my... John, are you streaming?
Am I? No, I'm recording.
No, John, you should be streaming. Your conversation is hilarious, and I don't even know what you're talking about. My husband's playing League 2.
Ah, nice.
Okay, so ward...
Ward try right after you get out of the base, either side. Or blue side especially, and then, you know, obviously river when you're red side.
Cool. Got it. Yeah, that was weird because we didn't know what J4 was doing.
Oh, you guys are duo, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was solo this game.
Okay.
But
if you're do you guys usually duo?
Generally, yeah. He's usually the jungler or mid, and I'm
okay, he's on support.
Top.
Okay. Okay, never mind then. I was gonna say if you have a duo, then.
No, not that time.
Do you usually have a duo, like bot lane at all, or is it just like most?
Generally, we don't do a bot lane usually. Like, we're both pretty mediocre supports.
Okay.
So, generally, my husband's in the jungle or mid, and I'm bot or top.
Okay. If you are a duo ever, you can totally get Krugs if the jungler doesn't do it, and then that'll immediately give you an EXP late in lane.
Okay. Yeah, we haven't actually laned together in a long time.
Oh. Okay, so Zyra drops. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Oh, she missed, yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so right away, level 2ing bot lane is pretty big, right?
Right. So I generally try to rush level 2.
Okay. You just have to be careful when you're rushing level 2. Obviously, you don't want them to get level 2 first, but if they do it wrong, just like you can do it wrong too, it'll just push straight into their tower or your tower, and then you can just freeze it all over here, and then there's no like opportunity for them to even level 2 you. So you have to do it in a way that you kill the front 3 minions, and then if they push back, then you have to start pushing back, and then the lane will reset. So you said kill first 3 minions. Start auto-attacking the first 3. If she doesn't auto-attack the first 3, then you already have a lead. If she starts auto-attacking the first 3, then push back just a little bit farther. You always want to have 1 minion on her, if possible. Okay. And you should be able to, and obviously you should be able to hyper-clear this, especially faster with Jinx and Zyra than Thresh Caitlyn. Right. Does it matter the position of my support? Because, like, sometimes I'll have it that I'm the only person, like, up in the front, and the support's, like, in the bush or behind. Like, is that something to watch out for, or, like... Yeah, I can explain, the line right now. This is, like, solo queue, so it's kind of hard, but generally, when you have bot lane, right? So, say the support's here, and the ADC is right here. Well, this line is right here, right? Right. Okay, now if... Let me delete this. And if the support is, like, here, and you're here... Well, now this is just a diagonal line, so now if you get poked or hooked, it'll take more time for her to come up and try to help trade you. Okay. Okay, so just like, same thing, if I vice versa this, you're here, and Zyra is, you know, up here or whatever, poking, and she, like, say, gets the Caitlyn with a root, well, you can't follow up on that because your positioning isn't with a line. Does that make sense? Right. Okay. So as long as you can try to be in, like, a line with your support, aka synergy, you should always be able to follow up and, kind of react to what they're doing. So we should always
for good positioning, we always want to be equal.
Equal, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so then like right here is a perfect example. You have 3 caster minions, and this has lower HP bar. This is almost there, so you're about even right now, okay?
Right.
So I'll just be taking mental notes, making sure my EXP, or looking at my EXP the whole time as well.
Right.
I can't see your actual click, like
oh, I click alt everywhere.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you just always want to make sure one of these, like usually Caitlyn or Thresh, is selected in the top or top left up here.
Okay. Okay, so I don't normally do that. That's actually fair advice.
Okay, so
how often should I be worried about poking the other AD carry? Because sometimes I get caught up in that, like worrying that I'm not poking enough or they're poking me too much.
Okay, the list that you sent me was pretty accurate. Right when they go for, you know, like an obvious minion, so the next minion she's going to go for this one, right? Because it's low HP. That's the time you would poke. You would switch to Rocket and then poke her back.
So I should be switching.
Yeah, and then right here, this is an opportunity, even though she has her little, you know, the animation for Caitlyn crit. For
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minions, 6 minions, 7 minions.
Right.
And if
so
she just keeps walking,
on her is really good.
Exactly. Okay. Now, if you think of it like this, I kind of equal it and estimate it up to if 4 minions are autoing her, that's an extra spell. That's like a hidden spell. Okay.
Right, so wait, 4.
So right here,
said 4 minion auto attacks.
4 minions aggroed equals the spell.
Aggro, okay. But only at this level, right? Or like
yes, early levels. Just put like an estimate between 1 and 3.
Okay, cool. That's actually good to know because I wasn't sure how much. I never did the math on the damage for that. That's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so and then you see how Caitlyn's positioning is all the way back here?
Right.
And then
she's further back than I am. In her lane, like, in terms of...
Well, the main thing is not so much of, like, this line. Don't try to focus on the line right now. But Caitlyn's positioning is all the way back here. Her character model's facing this way. And then yours is also. So what you should be doing is, because you turned back right when Thresh auto-attacked you, well, there's no way Caitlyn can walk all the way up here in the amount of time that Thresh can auto-attack you once. And you should switch automatically.
Retreat, then.
Yeah, you should not retreat. Look at, so all the minions are actually aggroed onto him.
That makes sense. That's actually a lot to think about. So, I think we hit 2 around the same time in this game.
Just, so 1 minion right here.
Right.
Okay. And then, so right here, I would already be moving up with my support, but if you are solo queue, then just...
she was stuck with the trap too, so...
Yeah. Well, you can, like, clutch it, because it is pretty low, so you could, like, wait till it's literally right there, maybe, if you get really lucky. You don't necessarily have to. I would just be moving up, because now I know if I'm looking at my EXP bar, I'll have level 2 before them. And then immediately upgrade it. I don't know if you click on your spells, or click on your spells.
I click on them.
Yeah, you should start getting in the habit of control. Control 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
A lot faster.
So, should I have gotten my W second, right? For Jinx?
Not necessarily. I get my E.
Okay.
It's very,
I guess it's more conducive to ganks early on, or like to get early advantage.
Yeah, like, so you could put them here, and then that's fine, and then Zyra's Snare.
Gotcha.
Right, so that's the fine lane, but if you, like, obviously, if you were, like, how I was talking about walking up in front of her, and then she's poor positioned right here, well, you can just throw it.
Right.
Now it's trapped, now she has to walk this way. You can get 2 autos in this time, plus Zyra's Snare.
Yeah, that's happened to me before, actually, against enemy Jinxes. So
and then if they're not in the correct position, then you can just throw W. Also, when they're in the bush like this, Jinx's hitbox is, like, probably, you know, rough estimate of this big, right, with her W.
Right.
And if they're this way, well, obviously they can't dodge into the side of the wall.
Right.
So if, again, you do it at this, like, angle, almost. Okay, you kind of see what I'm saying? She might actually hit it right here.
You want me to walk into the bush, or you want me to...
Well, it's warded, so there's no need to walk into it. Just like when you were Get Lane 2, though, and she was still sitting in this bush.
Oh, yeah, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if you meant I should walk in there, or if I should be attacking.
Yeah, if this is warded, then there's no point of walking into it. Unless you're...
I can't believe that's still warded, even though it was, like, so off.
Yeah.
Did they fix that in the last couple patches?
I don't think so.
Because I remember before, like, if I warded like that, it wouldn't necessarily register that it was warding the bush. Okay.
Okay, so like right here, you guys traded better than them, right?
Yeah.
So now how do I snowball? I shouldn't use snowball, but I'm gonna use it. How would I snowball my lead right now from that particular poke?
Okay.
Do you have an idea, or do you want me to just tell you?
Get the minion advantage. And push
not necessarily.
Okay, then I'm not sure then.
Okay, that's totally fine. So how to get the snowball lead is you want to freeze these minions here, right?
Oh, okay.
Because now you have more minions on them, so if they go on you, and especially if you have cannon and they don't, like you could burst it down if they try to go on you. But that's a different story. But now you have more minions, so if you freeze it right here, where it is right now, and do not push and just straight up last hit, you can just sit behind these minions and then just poke whenever they come up.
Okay.
Okay. So there's no need to push this, because now you're just gonna be like, oh, I just poked them. Now they're gonna regen all their HP. Now I'm just gonna push it into here. Now they get all their not HP back, but their lead back.
So freeze lane if you're ahead with creeps.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So I didn't do that. I was actually trying to push.
Yeah, and then also...
Do I never just want to push, or...?
No, you want to push in certain situations. When they back, when you get a kill...
But not in this situation.
Not in this situation,
okay,
because
I tend to do that. That's
their HP bar is lower, and especially if Caitlyn uses HP potion, and that's a huge advantage. And then, again, this is totally safe to do this right here, because it's 3 minutes and 24 seconds in, and now if you have a rough estimate of when Lee Sin can clear both camps, he went from Grump, Blue, Wolves, and the correct rotation would be Grump, Blue, Wolves, and then I don't know if he's going to go to his chickens, but that would be incorrect, and then Red. So then the time would be around 4 minutes, right?
Wow, I didn't even know there was such a thing as a correct rotation in jungle.
Yeah, and then you would know when to ward, because then it would be 4 minutes, 5 minutes estimate, and especially if you have vision, or you know that bot lane came through this way, or this way, and that means they leashed. No one usually comes through this way anymore.
So I want to, let's see, estimate jungle clear, so I can ward. Okay, these are things that I never even dreamed to think about. Okay, so right here I was scared of his hook.
Mm-hmm.
Which I got hooked anyways. And then...
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this and then rewind it.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Oh, whoops, not far enough. Okay, so right here, do you know what your mindset was right here? Like what I should be doing next?
What I was thinking was, I don't want to get too close to the tower because he'll want to hook me.
Okay, that's correct.
And I was worried that,
So main focus right now is hook, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now how do I counter that, though? How do I counter the hook? So look at his positioning, and then look at the minions.
Well, okay, the big cannon minion, is getting focused,
yep.
Was getting focused, and...
So that's one shot right there.
Right, so, if Caitlyn started aggroing or auto-attacking the minions, then it would take her far less time. It'd be really quick for her to clear it, so I didn't want to be caught with how quickly she can clear those minions.
Okay, so...
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. I'm just going to show you how to counter this, so you don't have to be scared, because a lot of people, when they're this pushed in, they're very scared of tower range, they're very scared of this, but there's sometimes no need to be this scared, especially 3 minutes and 30 seconds in the game. Okay, so now I'm going to rough estimate this is like 1 second to walk up to get to here. Do you agree?
Okay, right.
Okay, this is actually probably 2 tower shots, to be honest, and it gets like right here, and then she'll probably auto attack it or miss it.
Right.
And then next will come this minion. Now this is also a problem with pushing, not a problem, but this is what happens when you push an enemy into tower. They have to either reciprocate damage onto you when they're this pushed in, if the minion wave is up here and the tower's auto-attacking, or they take the minions and you get free poke on them.
Right.
Okay. So rough estimate is you can walk up here 1 second. This is probably 1 second. Okay. Thresh can only do this. Look. Now I'm gonna estimate that's his hitbox for his hook.
Okay.
You can just chompers this to close the gap. Now he would have to walk all the way around, and then you can just reposition. Right?
Okay, so I should have just stayed close to that wall,
yes,
basically.
You should be hugging this area.
Alright. That makes sense. I think also I was worried that Lee would come down.
Yeah, then that just goes back to the time.
Well, the thing is that my husband's notorious for doing level 2 ganks. And so I'm used to expecting a gank at level 2.
Oh gosh.
No, like, with Fiddlesticks and with Nasus, like, he just will literally come around come down, generally, it's the other, when we're on the other side of the map, so, like, when we're in the position of Thresh and Kate,
yeah,
he'll come around the tri-bush from behind them, and we'll get first blood. So, sometimes
I'd hire you, though I wouldn't say, I wouldn't recommend it, but that's...
Yeah, sometimes I have trouble, you know, adjusting that most people don't do that, and so, that's...
Well, yeah, I could tell you the problems if you want, but...
No, that's fine.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I got hooked, so I was obviously on the wrong, like, if we cut the lane in half, I should have been on the left side rather than the right, so I just didn't move far enough.
Well, that and, like, you can kind of... whoops, too far ahead. You can also just kind of read it. Read his movements. You should never be looking at your character. Your cursor should always be an attachment, like an arm, like just a longer arm. You can think of it like that way, right? So, like, right here.
Yeah.
Immediately, how he walks up like this, I would already know to start going up this way.
Right.
Or, you know, try to dodge it.
But I shouldn't have been that far. Like, I should have just kept to my position.
You shouldn't be, like, right here, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have been up here for sure.
Okay. That makes sense.
But I'm just trying to, like, say how to counter this exact moment as well.
No, that's fine. That makes sense.
Okay. And then, so, like, here's another... You kind of wasted a summoner spell right here.
Right.
You immediately flashed out of his 2 CCs. So now those are, like, cooldowns. Pretty long cooldown, you know, rough estimate, 15 seconds on hook, 10 seconds on E.
So I should not have flashed there.
Yeah, no, you should have flashed, but then you immediately healed.
Okay.
Right, and then you still had HP potion, that's 150 HP, so if you didn't heal, so what, 310 plus, I don't know how much heal gives, that's awkward, I mean AD. I don't know, but yeah, it's 150 HP over 15 seconds, which is half of a ruby crystal. So he just wasted both CC, there's no way he can get up to you. Caitlyn's all the way back here, so there's no way she can follow up.
Right, so so the flashing was the
flash was correct to get out of this situation, or she would have killed you, but then there's no reason to heal, because he also dropped exhaust.
Okay, cool.
And then again, see oh, she healed too? Oh, I can see, okay.
Yeah, they healed too.
Yeah, Zyra is perfectly full HP, so if she was just, I think she's auto-attacking using her spells this whole time, Zyra will do, you know, good amount of damage. And you just finally used W, which was good. Now the
Did he flash too? I missed it.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, and then again, so like, even though you technically got hooked and it was your fault, but like, look at all these minions here, and then look at, once we see the HP, half, and then yours, and Zyra's.
Right.
So even though you messed up, you still won the trade because of the minion aggro. And that just kind of shows how important minion aggro is.
Okay, so, but in this case, like, should I have turned around or should I have kept putting pressure?
You could have kept chasing this. This was completely fine with this amount of minions. It was perfectly fine to keep poking and maybe get a couple
autos. I'd still want to be on the left side though, because he can still hook me into the tower.
Well, no, it's 15 seconds cooldown.
Okay, 15 seconds.
15 to 18 seconds, something like that. I don't know by heart.
Okay, so I should have been more aggressive.
And then you know how like sometimes you can just kind of feel if a jungler gank is coming. That kind of sixth sense. That's same thing with Thresh Hook and like, you know, all these abilities kind of.
I'm really bad at Thresh Hook. I get hooked all the time.
Oh, that's totally fine about that. But it's more of like, oh, I have a feeling that his hook is now up, right?
Right.
And this I wouldn't be like, oh, it's down. It's totally down. I guess I think you're just trying to get free poke here.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so this would you can still win this and get out perfectly fine.
I think that's what happened. I don't think that's what happened.
And then you just got your passive. Yep.
Oh,
nice.
okay, I got it.
And you see how like Thresh is trying to make these Thresh is trying to make these plays over here, and Caitlyn's all the way like back here.
Yeah, her positioning. Yeah. Okay, so she's too far away to do anything to capitalize on his hook.
And then if you like, this whole time you guys were basically in a line, like throughout landing phase, and they're like this.
Okay, no, that makes sense. Cool.
Okay, so it's 405. Okay, at this point, you're too low to actually do anything.
Right.
If you still had heal, I would say stay. That's totally fine. Right now, there's no way you can really follow up with this.
Right.
So you don't have to be worried about that, because now you're going to try to think of 5 seconds ahead of game, oh, Caitlyn's just going to E away. right? Right. So I would just completely clear this wave and then back. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna do that. Okay, that was a free CS.
Yeah, no, I definitely went back because I was thinking, oh shit.
Most important thing is CS. ADC wise list. Okay, how much? I don't know how much gold you're sitting on. Oh well.
What?
I don't know how much gold you're sitting on.
Oh, I don't remember.
It's fine.
Clearly not enough for a BF sword.
Yeah.
I think I was.
You would have bought that for sure.
What did I buy? It's not. I can't see that far in the corner.
Not really.
Yeah, it's like zoomed in a little bit too much.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, okay, that's never happened. Oh, you have a pickaxe, 2 potions,
okay.
And you still have your drones.
Yeah. So I probably had like 1,100.
Yeah. If you can always afford a ward when you back as well, get one.
I should. Okay.
Always get a pink as well if you can.
Right.
And then always pick up 2 HP potions when you back if possible. But always get an HP potion when you back, unless you're 6 item late game 50+ minutes in.
2 or just 1?
Preferably 2. Okay, so
this was a bad gank, I remember.
You want to explain why it was a bad gank? Because you are right, but I just wanted.
Well, first of all, Zyra wasn't ready.
Okay, so
like,
Zyra.
He didn't ping that he was coming. I remember this one, and then he also got too close to the tower, and he would have to flash away because he's using his banner to get within tower range and Thresh's hook plus his flame was up.
Yeah, it's perfect. So I would. This is pretty messed up, but I would just say let him die because he will die here. There's like too many minions that are coming.
Right. So I basically.
You did save him though, because you can just throw chompers and then it will disengage. It's a bad gank by him, and now it's forcing you to miss CS and EXP.
Let's see what happens.
He's dead. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, see, he had to flash away, and I still was able to poke them.
Yeah.
And then then I ate a tower shot, and then Lee Sin came, and that's
so intense. Nah, you're out.
I'm pretty sure I died here.
Oh, you get hit by. Oh no, you turned.
Yeah, I turned. That's. Oh no.
Oh no. Okay, never mind.
Zyra saved us. Okay.
Nice guy, Zyra. Our girl. Okay, pink. Try. That's
so in this case, I knew someone was in the bush, so I kept trying to stay to the left of the minions, or like above them. Oh, and then
you still had trinket as well. So if you were scared about this, you should put it here.
Okay.
Okay, now this is actually correct for you to go and defend this, because the most important thing about pink ward is thinking about 2 things. Is it easily defendable and does it give amount of vision? And this is a 100% accurate pink ward, but putting it here, this is not, because they can just come and get this. So never put a pink ward there.
Okay.
Unless you're extremely far ahead.
Wait, so never put pink ward in... Okay.
In river. You can put greens, but not pinks. It's not worth gold, and there's... Whoa, she just failed flash. Oh yeah, she did. Okay. Okay, so again, Thresh is dead basically. Caitlyn's and she has half HP. You're a little bit more mana, about 25, and you're about 60%. Zyra 50, 100%, right?
Right.
So now, how would I snowball my lead?
Oh, I should have been CSing there.
Well, you are CSing.
I should have. I was okay. Well, I wasn't sure what was gonna happen next, actually. So.
Okay.
I thought it was a trick question. Never mind. So yeah, I tried to push my lane in a way because I knew they'd probably have to go back. At least Thresh
has to go back.
Thresh has to go back.
Caitlyn
so
popped an HP potion, so I saw the animation.
But she can't really push out by herself because she could get caught by Zyra. So I was thinking of pushing the lane at least to the middle.
Yeah, you could do it to the middle.
So in this case, I think that I thought Caitlyn went back, and so I was going to push the lane so I can go back and shop.
Yeah, but the thing with that is, there's no reason for either of you to back because of your HP and mana, right? And there was a reason for them. And now, if you just froze it here again, Caitlyn couldn't really buy anything that you don't have. And if you just, like I said, froze it right here, and they came back, you have a trinket here, well, there's really nothing they can do.
Well, the problem with that mentality is that in lower ranked games, people are always worried about going back. People will literally put off team fights like near the end of the game or like in crucial moments just to go buy like an extra like pot or another item. Like I can't tell you how irritating that is. But okay, so I clearly did not think to go back, and I thought I could push the lane.
Like if you're gonna push it, then you have to hyper push it 10 times faster.
Okay, so I didn't push fast enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought about denying them experience because I thought Caitlyn went back.
But now, well, if you think she went back, then like I said, you should have just hyper pushed this because now she's just gonna get everything, and now you wasted your time.
Right. Okay. So see, she's going back because she wants to probably get.
Well, she probably has enough gold, but you already backed, and you want to save up for BF.
Right. So so this is a case where I was in lane by myself.
Yeah. Now this is another problem too.
I get caught.
Okay. Well. We'll go over that when it happens, but that's another problem though. You want your support and AD to go back at the same time.
Always?
If possible. Not unlikely. Or it's unlikely, but it should be possible because if one comes back and then the other has to back, it's like there's no synergy there, and then you can't actually share the amount of EXP, so someone will be level 6 before then, and then that
So you're saying I should have gone back with her? Even though
she should have stayed, is what I'm saying. Okay. Because what, she bought a ruby crystal?
She was gonna buy parts of her sightstone, and she felt that she was out of mana too. So okay, I got caught there. Okay. That was bad.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I could not get away. Oh. I think I died.
Oh, she flashed.
Yeah, she flashed.
If you just didn't step on the trap, like I would take this because the trap was right here, right?
Right.
And then you throw chompers, which is fine. If you just take the second to walk around it, like you have to click really small.
Yeah.
So you have more champion control, or you have more dexterity with your champion in a way.
Yep.
So you don't have to get hit by it. Then you could have got out probably, or maybe not have got out, but. Oops.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not sure. Since she flashed, I don't know if that second really would it have mattered. Do you think? Did she have a headshot on that last hit or no?
It's not so. No, she didn't. But it's not so much of getting like she probably would have still got the kill.
Okay, but it's just
in hindsight, it's you still shouldn't have got hit by the trap though.
That's fine. That makes complete sense. So Zyra's by herself, and I think she got a kill here.
Oh my gosh! If I saw this, or saw the heal, I mean, just call that out in chat. Same thing with all summoners. I forgot to say that. Okay, so
call out their
summoners. Yeah.
Okay.
What are you gonna go with this longsword here? What's your thought process?
What was I doing? I don't even remember actually. I don't think I had enough money. So okay, so I bought pickaxe because I didn't have enough in the first place. Can you pause?
That's fine. Pickaxe is correct.
Can you pause?
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's fine. So I bought pickaxe, and then the second time when I died, I didn't have enough. What should I have bought in that situation? Because clearly I only had about 800 gold.
Yeah, so this is 360, 325, so 600.
So I clearly only had like 700, 800 gold.
Yeah.
So what should I have bought instead of what I did?
The boots are correct. Okay. Unless you really want to save and you have more confidence in like not getting hooked. It's not so much of buying boots to get hooked up. You should have gotten a pink ward. You should have gotten 2 HP potions, and you should have changed to scrying orb. This longsword isn't going to be built.
I need to change to scrying orb?
Yes.
Which one's the scrying? The blue one?
Blue one, yes.
So, when is for a rule of thumb, when should I be changing to scrying?
The most rule of thumb I got and did was after 15 minutes. Or was it before? It was before 15 minutes for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that was 9 minutes. So definitely after 15 minutes. I've never used scrying orb before.
Yeah. Thing with scrying orb and why you use it and not regular wards is where's my paint? Okay.
Right.
It's really important that ADCs don't face check, right?
Okay.
Okay, and you're sitting here, and then the trinket range is like here.
Right.
And now the kind of meta is hyper burst assassins like LeBlanc.
Yeah.
Well, if I have scrying orb.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that's kind of
cool. So so since we can't tell how much money I had, I probably had enough money for pots and a ward. I just didn't.
Well, you definitely had money because you bought the boots and you bought the longsword. That's 600 right there, right?
Well, what I meant was, in addition to what I bought, I probably could have
Oh, okay.
Things too. So what I was thinking was that because she was 2-0 and she was 10 CS above me, I didn't want her to outscale me in damage, and so when I go back and I'm behind, I still try to stay at least slightly behind in damage. So the long sword was just to make up for whatever she goes back and buys. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I don't know if that's right. I don't. A lot of people don't necessarily do that, but I feel like if I'm going to compete in lane because of her pressure, I don't want her to dominate me in lane in such that she's pushing me to my tower constantly, and I can't compete because I'm down like 38.
Yeah, your logic totally makes sense.
But that's not a normal thing to do, right?
It's not necessarily a normal thing to do, but I'll tell you why it's not normal. Okay.
Okay.
So it completely goes into the laning and how you want to lane. So say she has a BS sword, you have a pickaxe. She obviously has more damage though, and it's still possible to win a fight though, right?
Right. It's just a lot harder, and it's easier to make mistakes in that sense. Like I said, one of my weaknesses, I get sometimes like in tense situations I get flustered easily, and so I try to minimize the times that I'm going to be like easily outplayed because I am behind. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, the thing with so here comes the variables that come into play with your argument now is that you do more damage than her. Because you're rockets and you are Jinx, and if you land your W, your auto attacks with your rocket and then your ult, that'll outburst her, and Caitlyn's ult is useless. She will not be using it. If she uses it in a fight, she will statistically she will lose more than you will, right?
Right, okay.
And you want to always be auto attacking as ADC in team fights, except for a couple champions like Jinx, Graves, stuff like that. And then this goes back to the pickaxe. Now there's minion damage that can equal up to a BF sword for sure. It comes into support damage. You're not factoring in the Zyra, and you're only factoring the Caitlyn versus Jinx. Well, that's not how botling is. It's not a 1v1. It's a 2v2. Now Zyra does have a lot of damage, and if the only damage Thresh can do to you is his box and his E, I'm gonna not equivalent to his hook because it's more of a CC and only does like 50, 70 damage, and his box is like 200 to 300, right?
That's his ult, right?
Okay. And now
are you talking about his ult?
His ult, yes. Sorry.
Okay.
I just called it box.
No, it's fine. It does look like kind of a box.
Looks like that.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Accurate drawings. Now, yeah. So then, like, all these variables come into play, and you're just not thinking of the support's damage. And if you just can dodge the hooks and like literally sit behind the minions, right, when Thresh is trying to throw out these hooks or anything, then you'll be totally fine, and you can trade with this Caitlyn 100% with your rocket.
Okay. So with Jinx, I have to use rockets more.
You have to be able to manipulate and like outdo the enemy ADC. Like this goes back to when she goes for the CS here, just auto attack her with rocket.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
It's not I have a better item than you, that therefore I'm better. It's that I have better mechanics than you, therefore I'm better.
Okay. So she doesn't come to CS that right away.
Right there. Right here?
Oh yeah, okay. But what is my I smart cast, so I actually don't know the ranges very well. So Rocket's range was she in range for Rocket when she was getting that CS?
Here, I can go back. Hold on a second. Okay, right there?
Yeah.
So the whole thing with this is not that this range is this big. That's not what it's about. It's about you're gonna predict at least a second ahead. You're looking at the minions. This is man, I have to go back. Hold on.
Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying. Hold on. Oh my gosh. YouTube, please. Okay. Here we go. So this minion's HP is this low, right?
Right.
Okay. Now what is the next minion that she will be going for out of all these? Right? This one.
That one.
Okay. Now you're thinking 1 second to 2 seconds ahead, right?
Right.
Your HP is greater than hers. She's 6, but she's not going to sit there and ult you. Okay?
Right.
This is a perfect example. She's going to walk up here and auto attack this.
Okay.
And during her walking animation, and then if you can do it as well as in her auto attack animation, you will already be walking up, and then you'll be in auto attack range with your rocket.
Gotcha.
It's not being here and then when she hits the minion.
Okay.
That
makes sense.
Okay. Boom.
So I did not poke her.
Yeah.
Actually, any champion with moves that do multiple different things. So like playing Jace, Nidalee, not Zyra, Elise. Like I actually have a lot of trouble with people like with dual purpose moves.
Yeah, those are just high mechanical champions, just like Zed and all that.
So I have trouble transitioning because I'm never sure when is the proper time to use Q, especially because I'll forget to turn it off. So yeah, so I stupidly got caught there.
I still got out.
Okay. Yeah, but by this time she was yelling at me for getting caught, and I was starting. Yeah. I mean, the problem is that I think she was trying to coordinate, and so I didn't want to mute her in case she was trying to tell me something.
Okay.
And so, like, I'm more likely to mute if you're not in the same lane as me. Like, I'll mute, you know, mid or top. That's fine if they're yelling at me, or jungle for that matter. But for some reason, like, I'm more averse to.
Okay, well, if you have thick skin and, you know, you can take it, then that's all.
I mean, I don't is the problem. I'm just trying to make... I want optimal circumstances.
I would just go back.
Causing trouble.
Oh, this is League of Legends. God, the community is so bad. There's no way. You're never gonna meet someone. Well, I have, but the main point is that, like, you should just be finding a duo support who's nice and you get along with and have fun with them.
That's true.
If you're really looking forward to, like, having a bot lane. And just, like, making yourself suffer through this isn't worth it, like, at all. You're not going to enjoy the game.
Yeah, I definitely didn't enjoy this one. Okay, so...
Anyways, so when you're playing against Caitlyn, the reason you got caught here is because you walked in here and then got hit by this, right? So you just have to think, again, I'm playing against Caitlyn. Well, there's no traps here in lane.
Yeah, no, I should have known.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably was already nervous because I was like, oh, crap, I'm going to get caught.
Okay, so, like, again, so, you know how the wave was all the way up here a little bit a second ago?
Right.
And then you got halved? Well, honestly, you could probably back and get in time, because I'm going to say, Caitlyn's not going to hyper-push this wave. This is
I didn't expect Thresh to go all ham like he did just now, actually.
Well, this is kind of a perfect example of, like, if you had a support.
Because Caitlyn was all the way in the back.
Yeah,
she wasn't even near.
He could kill you by himself.
So, see, like, so, he did. I think.
Nah.
No?
Maybe? Nah.
No, now I'm getting yelled at. See, she stood there to eat the Q, just to be like, oh my god, so bad.
Just fucking ADC.
Yeah. At least she acknowledged that I got low gold last season. So again, I didn't have a lot of money, so I upgraded to Vamp Scepter, because at least I thought it would give me more sustainability.
Yeah, that's fine. If you have enough for that, then that's fine. But just getting the longsword is wrong. Because you could have a more versatile... It's not cost efficient to just get that little bit of attack speed when you can go have vision and health potions. Does that make sense?
That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes perfect sense. And again, I probably had money for pots and wards. I just was more worried about getting back to lane.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was being yelled at.
Abusive supports.
I mean, that's what happens when you have, you know, people in plat or diamond. I've had ex-diamonds.
Any elo.
Who were placed really low this season, so they're all just angry and embarrassed. They're stuck down with us peasants.
Okay, so push this way. This is correct. So much fighting in this lane.
Yeah, no, that Thresh was actually really aggressive.
This is like every Thresh. I'm Mad Life. I'm Mad Life.
Okay, so
this is a fine gank. This will work. Oh gosh. This will work out. Never mind.
I don't think so. Lisa just showed up.
Everyone just wasn't ready. Oh gosh, now he's dead.
You always showed up at the
you got it.
Big time too.
Yeah, you got it. Nice. Okay, yeah, you have red buff here, so you should immediately turn back. You should just straight go into the minions right here.
Okay.
And then just literally start auto attacking Caitlyn.
Okay. So yeah.
Because he was already in the minion wave.
What's her health bar look like right now?
It's full.
So it's never okay. So attacking Thresh is never going to be correct in this situation because he's at like.
It's not so much of. Man, This is hard because it's solo queue and I'm so used to doing. Like this is okay, but you're not gonna. You should be auto attacking her because that's who's gonna be doing the damage to you. And the real threat, what should be happening is here. Jarvan should already be positioned here. Zyra should already be. This kill should have already been dead, and then you should already be on to the next kill. So I guess in this situation, I'm gonna try to think solo queue. You can go for him.
Yeah, because in solo queue, like when you don't have people you know, it's easier to go for the lower HP person. But I wasn't sure if that was
okay. Yeah, no, this is correct. I'm wrong.
Correct.
Yeah, no, this is I'm wrong. You should totally go for this because you can auto. So 2 autos and then ult. Right.
If I change to rockets, which I didn't do.
That's okay. We'll focus on that. That's like the main thing because this is where it is. So and then you have red buff, and you run back and you were like right here. So you should be chasing this. And most likely now I'm thinking solo queue that they will come in and help you. They won't just abandon you.
I think Zyra was because she was she was less. Look at she's. I guess we haven't kept going yet, but I think she takes a while to come back. Never mind. It's the Jarvan that takes a while to come back.
Oh, he drops exhaust. Oh. Right here, perfect ult. Okay, this is good. Yes, nice. And then you could actually throw a W.
Pretty well, which was silly, and then all of a sudden, like we fell apart, and she was saying that I was actually really bad. I don't know.
If you're 3-1, right? Oh, she's 3-0 though. No, you should be able to completely. If you're 3-1, you should be able to win this for sure. It's just like your CSing is a little low right now. It's 12 minutes in, so that's bad. But if you already know that, then I'm not gonna point that out.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's something to think about, definitely. I need the reminders sometimes. So I didn't buy an item. I don't know how much money I had. I think I was.
Maybe you're saving them. You probably still.
Well, because once I get scepter and pickaxe, I don't like buying multiple Doran's blades. I feel like that's a waste of money.
No, you shouldn't be. Yeah, don't do that.
So I think I was definitely. I didn't know what else to buy other than BF sword. I think I was saving up for it.
Yeah, that's correct. You could buy an HP potion though.
That's true. So in terms of actual
go ahead,
damage items, I didn't have any other options that I was comfortable with.
Yeah.
Because like buying the cloak, that's definitely not doesn't do anything in lane.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Yeah. Unless you really want to gamble, but I just want to point out.
Right.
I just want to point out this pink word. Like I was talking about how 2 things you should worry about is division and defendability, and it's been here for so long.
Right. Yeah. No, that's good. So Lee's at Dragon right now. And he can solo at like level 4.
Honestly, that's so dumb.
Well, so can
a lot of champions. I just don't think you should be able to do that.
Vi and Udyr. Oh my God. So he took Dragon.
There's no possible way Jarvan should lose this after Lee's taking. Oh my gosh, he's gonna lose it.
Well,
oh my gosh.
Thresh came too, and Caitlyn. Oh, and Zed.
They're still chasing this? What the?
No, this is low ELO. Like, you have to realize how bad people are. Literally, this ELO shows you how bad choices people make. Like, they were about to go into our base just to kill Jarvan. And then, obviously, I don't think I get away from this.
No way. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you shouldn't have gone in here without any coverage. Right. I literally just let him die. You're 3-1, there's no point of being shut down. You should just keep pushing out bot. You can't do anything there. If your team's already that low, it's pointless. Unless you're like really fed, but
yeah,
it's a different story. Like Ezreal's not gonna get this. Now Caitlyn might kill him.
I don't think he will. He already ulted.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see, what was I doing? I still didn't have enough money. What was I thinking?
You have to be close.
I feel like I should be.
Maybe not.
Does it not say on the side, like on the left side, how much money I have?
No, it's only if you're in spectator mode. It only says when you click this item.
Oh, okay. So he didn't click it. No. Gotcha. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I get caught again.
What? No. Oh, see, now she has red buff, and she's punishing you.
Yeah. No, I get caught again. There's Thresh.
Oh, he's so fast.
He's gonna fucking get me again.
He could literally walk up and eat. That's just bad. That's like poor map presence though, because you saw him. There's a ward right here.
So I just needed to be more aware?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh gosh, that hit so hard. Okay, this is really hard to come back from. Oh gosh, Syra, please. Okay, here's an I pointed out this the last Jinx. You see? Oh my gosh, this pen. You see this?
Uh-huh.
Those are gonna be your chompers, right?
Yeah.
So and you have them up. You could just walk over here and throw them. You have to really utilize the terrain in jungle when playing Jinx.
Okay.
Because especially if this is like, oh, I'm a Raleigh, I'm coming down this way. You throw your chompers. Oh, you know, and you're trying to run over here or something. There's no way she can get to you. So.
Okay, so I did
little things like that. Oh, see, and then free W, free auto.
What happens? I don't remember.
This is super hard to come back from. You need HP potions.
So.
Yeah, you didn't needed HP potions to survive this. Lifesteal won't do it.
Okay.
Isn't
so I had money.
You can see the map in the bottom right?
Barely? Yeah, I'm just missing like the last like.
How about that?
Myth. Ah, better.
Okay. Should I just keep it like this? Do you want or?
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I just want to point out that you have this ward here, and these are pinks right here. And then they have wards up in here.
Right.
This pink ward should completely be gone, and so should this pink. They have complete dominance, and they're not doing that. So when you're this far ahead, you really need to clear this.
So clear wards went ahead.
Yeah. Okay, you got BS sword, cool. And 2 HP potions, okay.
Sometimes I just forget to do it. I haven't made it a
habit.
Yes.
It's fine.
I'm just that's probably why I didn't do it.
Well, for being 3-2 and in gold, and how long have you been playing?
Since the end of season 1.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't start playing ranked until...
Like, I mean, actually, like, really trying to learn.
Oh, well then... I mean, I've been trying to learn the whole time. It's just, like, I started out in bronze, so...
I started out in bronze, too. It's okay.
Yeah. The fact that, like, I've gotten 2 gold and I'm 25, like...
Yeah.
And I had school and stuff, so I didn't play, like... I haven't played as much as other people I know.
Oh, okay. That was an okay flash. I could see why you flashed, but...
Well, I wasn't sure. I didn't
Until I see the actual animation of Thresh, I call flash. That's when I would flash.
Okay. Yeah, so I wasn't sure because they got aggressive, and sometimes that... Well, generally that means that the jungler's coming.
He is, but not, like, all the time.
Well, before, when I flashed, what I mean is that I thought the jungler was coming because they all of a sudden just, like, they were on me so quickly.
Okay. I don't know, I would disagree with that because Thresh has been aggressive this whole entire game.
Right, so I'm just saying that's probably what I was thinking when
no, that's totally fine. Yeah. Oh, you get this! Oh, you get the double! Oh my gosh! And he sucks! Okay, cool. Oh, he's dead. Oh, the TP. If that okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this 5-man gank, I hate this. This is like my duo queue all over again.
There is lots of bullshit.
We literally get 5-man gank like every fucking game. It's so ridiculous.
There's a lot of bullshit.
Oh, mid-tower then. Wait, so what? Two for 3, right? Or 2 for 2?
So, yeah.
And then plus mid-tower, so you just won that objective trade. Oh, yeah. No, it's even now. Never mind. Oh, wait, no, yes, I was top. Yeah, that's an objective trade. Yeah, you guys totally won for that. So I'd be like, I would just type in all chat, okay. Nice 5-man game. Okay, so you should still have Scrying War, but we already discussed that.
I'd never buy it. I've never bought it, ever, as AD carry, so you telling me to get it, like, I'm gonna try it now.
And you should also upgrade it, too, when you can. And if you just forget, then just upgrade your yellow trinket as well.
Yeah, I'm slow.
That's totally fine.
Slow to adjust to these newfangled things.
This is exactly what this video is for, so you can always come back. A reference to what I'm saying. Alright, free tower. Because Caitlyn's mid, and if Ezreal can somehow hold that and not get caught. Oh, he died, never mind. Okay, so next objective would be...
to take the tower.
And then what?
To try to take the tower, and then...
No, I mean after tower, sorry, my bad.
Oh,
Here, just try to look at the...
Well, I was probably tabbing to see when Dragon...
Yeah.
We had the timer on it,
nice.
so
Yeah,
I was thinking that it would be up soon, but
yeah.
no one else except for me and Zyra were even, like, close to...
God.
I didn't expect Zed to come down.
Oh, okay,
and, like,
no, this is perfect. Wait, if I zoom in, if I do this, can you still see the fight?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this would be a perfect opportunity when she threw down the ult. I'm gonna draw Zyra ult. And just like throw down chompers in this area. Instead of, well, I guess diagonal works too. Both, it doesn't matter which one you do it. But now that just creates a lot of CC surface area, and then you can get a free ult and auto attacks off. So you should have done, like, because you were running, like...
Right.
You were running like this, and then you should just throw it right on top of yourself.
Okay.
Or a little bit in front of you, but never behind.
Okay.
Poor Zyra. Oh,
so I totally missed that opportunity for, like, at least a kill or two.
Yeah. I would say at least one kill. Zyra's positioning was pretty poor, but that's okay.
I don't know how that Yasuo thought he was going to beat Maokai top. I think he last picked, too. Or he, like, picked into Maokai. I don't know that J4. He just tried to man mode that.
I don't know if that's worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. I would say go for it. Definitely.
To try getting dragon?
Yeah, for sure, because you don't have a dragon yet.
So, what he did was correct.
What he did was correct. He just did it bad.
Yeah, he did badly.
Mechanical errors by his part, but his overall thinking process was correct. But now you have to go back to, like, the mechanical errors if there's no wards on it. Or what's that? No, I don't know. But you had to make sure there was wards on it. And maybe
I don't think Zyra warded dragon very often. She kept the river warded, but not actual dragon.
Well, like, there was only, I only saw, like, maybe one ward. I just remember that pink ward. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. But, everyone should be buying wards. And I know it's low yellow, so.
So, at this point, she had yelled at me 3 times for getting pulled, but she had been getting caught afterwards and was, like, saying that it was my fault that she got caught. Oh, man. It was great.
Just want to go review her VOD. Oh, no. Oh!
Yeah, I don't know what...
You just outplayed him! No, you just outplayed him!
I missed my W, though.
No,
I shot it the wrong way.
No, watch. You just totally mind-gamed him. You just stopped... Like, you just pressed S on the keyboard so your character just straight up stopped moving. And you just totally mind-gamed him. I don't know if you meant to do that, but...
Well, I definitely wasn't trying to be pulled.
Yeah. Yeah. You out. Okay.
I was dead.
I'll just leave that. If there's no backup, so... Oh, and then Zyra died. This game is hard.
At this point,
but actually, like,
saying,
the morale...
He kept saying that he was trying so hard to win, and that our team was so bad that he couldn't carry us.
Right. See this red line here?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the mute button.
The what?
It's the mute button. This is the mute button.
No, I understand. I'm just saying at the time. I'm just remembering what she was saying.
Ah, okay. But yeah, let me point out it's not even that far behind.
Right. Because we had a lot of towers.
Like
and
kills wise, like okay, these are just numbers.
Yeah, because they
Look
didn't
at
have
these
top
numbers.
or mid tower. We pushed in all 3 of their lanes. So yeah, I can see why we were close and.
These numbers are important. Kills do not win the games. Objectives do.
That's ridiculously true. Had so many games like that.
Oh, this Zed's build actually is pretty accurate. I'm amazed. Huge wave bot. Okay. Okay, so like other than laning phase mechanics, and the faults in laning phase, what would you like see right now? Just looking at like pressing tab. This is our tab for a moment. Here, actually I'll just minimize it. Pressing tab for a moment, what would be like the main thing I'd be looking at? What if I was an AD?
Well, let's see. I'm super behind. I'm 50 CS behind.
Okay, so that's the first thing.
So I would try to catch up, which is what I did when I went bot, and I used rockets to try to get all that CS.
Okay.
Well,
what would I be looking at for the enemy team right here? And I need to make sure my build is correct.
Well, I'm definitely behind at full item on the other AD carry, so I definitely can't really fight her if we were to run into each other.
Okay.
So by this point, we probably should be, like, if we are to fight, we have to be grouped.
Okay, that's correct. But like when I'm building my next item and thinking of ahead, and I'm holding down tab and seeing what the enemies are.
Oh, I probably go for well, my auto. This is probably not what I ended up doing, but I would go for Last Whisper next.
So 3 armor right now, 3 armor items, right?
Right.
Now the reason that's wrong is because if you go the IE plus the static, right? That's a better coordination with IE because that's obviously the first item you go, and that.
So I don't want to go Last Whisper right away.
Yeah, because then you're basically wasting your IE right now. So you might as well build Last Whisper first item if you could hindsight the armor. And you still will be like, and Jinx's rocket, like once you get the IE static, it's a huge power spike, and even like, I guess if Kaylin had another BF sword, it would still be a close fight just because that's how powerful Jinx is. Okay, Jinx is just a better overall champion at the moment, and so right now it wouldn't matter that you if you just had those 2 items, you could still totally down. This armor would be completely irrelevant.
Okay. So, it's probably a habit I have to break, but when I buy Static Shiv, I'm so taken by, like, I want to catch up in gold so much that I'll, like, try to hold off getting the full Static Shiv as long as possible so I can make money with Avarice Blade. That's probably really wrong, right?
It's not like super wrong. It's wrong, but it's not like super like.
I mean, like I'll have the Zeal and then I'll have the Avarice Blade, but even though I have the money to upgrade, I just stubbornly refuse to get the full Static Shiv because I'm just like, oh, if I wait long enough, I make a lot of money with my Avarice Blade.
Okay, yeah.
So that's probably bad, right?
Yeah, you gotta break that habit for sure.
All right. Well, that's good to know. I get made fun of all the time for it, actually.
Well, sometimes when people, criticize, they don't say it in the nicest way, so that's why I wouldn't take it in a positive way, or take the criticism because they said it in a negative way, even though they're right. So,
I mean, not even like in a negative way. Like my friends, if they're spectating, they're just like, "Why didn't you just, why didn't you upgrade? Like that seems really silly." And I was like, you pointed that out, but I'm not gonna really do anything about it.
You're like, why didn't you? Be like, oh, you should have. Not why didn't you?
Well,
like, the way you
they're joking. Like they're not obviously not yelling at me. They're they're just like wondering, like, what are you doing?
I don't know. Help me.
Okay, so yeah, our team.
So it's got caught. That's all.
Fall apart at this point.
Yeah.
Like. Because our Yasuo was getting, like, yelled at for top lane getting, like, I don't know, out of control.
Fine. Like, he did fine. He has 169 CS. Yeah, he's even with Maokai.
Because
Maokai just does more as a champion.
Zyra wanted, top instead, so she was busy yelling at him.
I wanted top lane.
I had to get what I wanted, so I'm gonna throw a fit.
Yeah, basically. Absolutely. Okay, this game's hard to come back from, but if I was gonna come back from this game, what would you recommend on how I would come back from this game? Like, what would be the steps, I mean, sorry.
Well, let's see, it doesn't show Dragon, it doesn't show,
Dragon timer? It's right here.
No, it has the timers, it doesn't show which team has how many.
Click on, so I could, like, just click on the enemy, too.
Okay, so, so they had 2, so I would say that we definitely need better objective control. Like, Dragon, we need to be aware that they can get Baron soon because they're so fed. we need to start clearing our jungle because we need to be able to move freely without getting ambushed.
Okay.
And basically, what we should have been doing was grouping, but somehow we didn't.
Okay. So everything you said is correct. Right now, I would be focusing on getting as much CS as I possibly humanly can, because I know my team won't carry, and I'm the only one who's going to carry. It's kind of the mindset you have to have in solo.
Right, and people are getting caught. Like, people are still walking, like, around
like
trying
this is like this will just happen. This is like, I pointed out this in every single other coaching video. You guys aren't like let me maximize this. You guys aren't fighting. So an objective, these are all objectives, right? The towers, dragons, and barons, and scuttles. Those are all objectives. And like I was saying, objectives wins game. But now it's just people are fighting just to fight, right?
Right.
And that's like completely wrong. You shouldn't be doing that at all. That gets us.
I mean, we weren't even in the shape to be running around sniping people too. Like,
yeah, exactly.
They were saying we have to catch someone out or whatever, and so I went to help J4.
Then you would go back to like what you said about grouping, and then yes, so let's group. Now let's go ward all these spots. You know what I mean? So that would be the correct option of when we need to go get the objective, and objectives are wards, but you have to group firstly to place the wards when you're this far behind.
So in that situation, I didn't follow J4 because I figured the rest of their team would be on their way, and so I was already kind of on my way out. But J4 and Zyra ended up staying and getting caught, so I think I went back in.
Oh no, he's dead already.
I mean,
that's it. It's so, oh,
I got outplayed.
Never mind.
I got really outplayed. Like I just
switch cannon. Oh my lord. A click. Oh my god. Okay.
See,
okay.
Yeah, I got
outplayed
terribly, and I got yelled at for that one for sure.
I'd yell back. Okay, so right here.
I should have warded the bush. I was told by the other player that I showed this to that I should have used.
No. What you should be doing is using attack move, the A button. Right? Do you know what that is or no?
No, I've never used it.
Okay, yeah. So, say this bush isn't warded, right? This bush is not warded.
Right.
And say, let's just say Zed went into this bush and he's like walking away. Well, if I change to rockets, which you should have done right here anyways, and A click. So I press the A click, I press the A button, and then I click into this bush. It'll immediately auto-attack anything in its range that is
really?
Yeah. So there's no hesitation of you even, like...
Are you serious? Is that a default function?
Yeah, that's a default.
Do I have to set it?
No, that's the default. It's the A button. It's default.
Yeah, John, did you know that if a bush is not warded and someone walks in, you can press the A key? You've done that? How do I not know? Oh my god.
It's the absolute most important thing.
It's like, yeah, what do you mean? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so...
Oh. Okay, so I should have done that.
Like, just...
Yep.
A click.
That makes complete sense.
A click. And then there's no hesitation for outplay. 11 learn.
That's hilarious.
Okay, you guys have no wards on the map.
Yeah, no.
This is just turned to not even to solo queue, but every man for himself.
Right.
Which at least solo queue, it's like, oh, I can type in chat, but now it's just like, no, I don't want to hear what you have to say.
Well, yeah, everyone's becoming childish, and Zyra's claiming that she's, you know, carrying the team. She had a lot of kills, but mostly because, you know, she got
44 CS.
Dead.
What the? So much CS?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Okay, this, like, oh man. This game is super... Do you win this?
No, we lost really badly.
Like, at this point, I would actually say this game is over.
Really?
Yeah, this game is over.
Why would you say that?
No one's is anyone communicating in chat right now?
No, they're all yelling at each other.
Yeah, so then, like, just being in this environment, statistically, there's such a low chance of winning this. Like, if no one's gonna even attempt to make a comeback, and like... Like, if no one's even gonna go ward right now, you know what I mean?
I'm playing with this group of friends called Excel Gaming, and they refuse to ever surrender. So,
so
I played with them for so long that after a while I just don't surrender anymore. Like, even if it looks really bad, and basically, if you've pissed me off during the game, I'm less likely to surrender just because
yeah.
you deserve to have your time wasted.
Okay, well, if you want to think like that, go for it.
But other and in a separate note, they've taught me that even in like the worst of circumstances, like it looks really bad right now. Yeah. There was a point to which we had a really good team fight, and people, like if people had stopped being little bitches, we probably could have.
Yeah,
so
that's
like,
exactly
there's
what
always the chance that
it's just like
I've lost so many terrible games where like I ended and I'm thinking, what the fuck just happened? Like we should not have won that.
Yeah.
So just because of that
possible,
small
sure.
chance, like another 10 minutes isn't really gonna make that big of a difference to me.
That's totally fine. If I'm just like thinking like.
Yeah, but because of the environment and the people in the
like
game,
if they're not gonna change, then like kind of why are you playing the game? Like right now, I would just be thinking about, oh, what did I do wrong in this game? Like that's what I wouldn't be thinking about winning because I'm not gonna win it because of the people. Like I can keep trying. Hey guys, we need a word. And it's like no, shut up.
I'm pretty sure I ended the game 10-11 and like 10. So
yeah,
I ended up like
Jinx no matter what.
Kills.
Oh, okay, you went last whisper. That's okay. Yeah, Jinx is like the best solo queue champion right now, besides from I guess Callista. Yeah, probably Callista. Because you can fall super far behind and still come back. But with Caitlyn, you can't do that. So
yeah, I used to be pretty good at Caitlyn, and now I kind of suck with her.
Her champion sucks.
I don't know, like
I would not recommend that champion.
I used to main Draven with his old passive. Ever since he changed his passive, I just haven't been able to play him. He was my best champion. He was the first champion I got a pentakill with.
Oh, nice. I think mine was Ezreal.
Yeah. I tend to do really well with champions that have, like, a lot of utility.
Yeah.
So, I like Ezreal a lot and Draven because they're, they
really,
both have, like...
Well, Draven's super high mechanically.
Not so much anymore. His old passive made it so that it was really easy to get ahead in lane with him.
Yo, I climbed so much elo with that champ.
Yeah, no, that's how I got to, that's how I got
main vein.
to gold, playing Draven, but I like Ezreal because he can get in and out of a fight and he can poke, and I like his ult that it doesn't stop. So you can snipe people from far away.
Yeah, I love Ezreal. Ezreal's the funnest AD, except well, not funnest, but well, is she?
I hated blue Ezreal. That shit made me so mad. Playing against it was like the most infuriating thing.
Blue Ezreal actually does more damage than auto attack Ezreal mathematically if you land every single Q though.
But that's the thing though, like playing against it is a nightmare.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like what are you gonna do against that? You're just like so upset.
You have to play LeBlanc, and that's it.
I don't play LeBlanc.
Good, because I hate that shit.
It's terrible.
Oh yeah, so you guys can... This game is winnable. Your comp is actually better than them. Lee Sin falls off completely. Caitlyn falls off if you get to 50+, and Maokai doesn't necessarily fall off, but Zed falls off too, because you can just go buy one item that'll completely counter him for 2,250 gold.
QSS?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wouldn't recommend
that's how bad I am. The only activated item that I'm really good at using is Zhonya's.
It's okay, I used to suck at using Blade.
Like, people kept asking me why I didn't buy a Deathfire Grasp, and I was like, because I'll never use it. I'll just forget that I have it.
Oh, gosh.
And so it's basically a waste of an item if you don't use your thing.
Yeah, it just comes to practice, that's all. Yeah, so, like, right here, that was a perfect example of the chompers. Oh, you saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, that was a perfect example of the chompers that I was talking about bot lane, using the train.
So, we never were able to get...
How are you trying to still drag? Yeah.
Dragon control. Well,
oh, dragon control. Oh, I think. Oh, did you not have the timer?
Dragon control. Because we didn't have the timer, and then people.
Oh, so you're just guessing
for it. On it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. If you knew the dragon timer, then I wouldn't have.
This is a bad fight. I remember because Jarvan ran in, and then Zed comes back out and like rapes us.
Well, you see they're right here, right?
Bad fight.
And then you have an ally here, an ally here, ally here. He's low, so he doesn't count. He's half. And look where Caitlyn is. If you just all rotated, like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, there was no communication there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Why is he getting...
goes in.
He should not be getting this close to the wall. No.
Yeah, now I got caught because I was...
Yeah, you did.
Trying to be a good teammate. I don't know.
such great Jarvan Fox. Nope, nothing's gonna happen here. Okay, yeah. This Zed is huge.
And then they get Dragon again. It's crazy.
Like, the only possible way to come back from this is clear waves until 60, 50 minutes in.
Look how many wards they have out.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Well, actually, it's not that much, though, to be honest. Like, they only have it in the area that they were fighting. It should already all be up in here. And all up in here. And especially here.
So, they made a mistake.
None here.
So, they were going back and doing the wrong thing.
Yeah. Okay. There's no like...
Well, they weren't even low either, so it wasn't
yeah, there's
like
no reason to back.
That.
Same thing with bot lane. I was talking about the longsword. Or pickaxe, I mean.
Yeah, so... I'm telling you, in low elo solo queue, people are so worried, like, that they will not push or, like, this would have been a perfect time for them to, like, potentially get Baron or invade our jungle, right? And they just didn't do it. And no matter how many times you ping or tell them it's the right thing to do, they won't do it.
Yeah. Well, that's when it just comes, like, I got placed in gold 4? Yeah, I got placed in gold 4, I think, and then with my duo. No, it was last season. Was it? Okay. Or was it this? No, it was last season. We just straight up climbed all the way to Diamond by just playing the bot lane together and just face stomping and just making people AFK rage quit just because we stomped so hard. And like it is possible. Like it is 100% possible to carry every single game with bot lane. If bot lane wins, it's most likely the game will win.
I've had so many games this season though where I went 18-5 in like
yeah, then it's your fault
with
if you
Jinx
lose,
and I just
sure.
It was my fault?
If you're that fed and you lose, yeah.
No, I couldn't stop the Zed from assassinating me.
You built the wrong item then. You gotta use that QSS. Then it just comes down to mechanical errors. Because if you're 18-5 and you're losing, it is your fault. Like, I've been 20-0 and I've lost this vein, it's still my fault.
Even when the rest of your team constantly in
yes.
team fights. Wow.
Yes.
So,
ADC is the hardest role in this game.
Really? I thought jungle was the hardest.
No, not at all.
You have to keep control of something.
Not at all. What's the most important thing in this game? Clicking, right?
Yeah,
you have to click the most as ADC. And I could go into depth about like how to click properly and orb walk and all that. But it's not oh, you still one shot. Oh, I think she had her passive up.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
yeah,
Renez.
I think he dies too.
Ez, use the pulse fire. Use the $30 skin.
Oh my god.
He has all. He could totally turn this. He could. Oh my gosh, he could have turned that.
He wasn't very good.
Oh my gosh, don't expose. Yeah, I don't know. This game, like I said, the only way, gotta get 60 to 50 minutes in. Do you remember?
Yeah, so
like,
basically the rest of the game was just us trying to salvage as much as we could, and like it just.
But you see how like the enemy team is throwing though, right? Because like.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and that's the worst too, when you see them throwing and then you're like, oh, maybe I have a chance, and then you make that one mistake, and then they take advantage of it finally, and you're like, oh, it's over. Ugh. I wish I had recorded another, like me in another lane.
Well, don't you main AD?
I mean, I try to, but like I said, I get bored when I play the same role over and over again. So I like to
I know.
top and mid too. It's really hard having ADD to focus on one thing at a time.
Well, you focus on multiple things, right?
Well, yeah, that's why AD carry is pretty good role. Because
well,
I mean, you have to worry about another person in your lane plus 2 extra people like fighting you, so it fits my playstyle because I'm also pretty aggressive. So.
Huh.
But yeah, no, I've always been really good at AD carry. And then mid, and then top. I've been doing really well with Shen top actually lately. Low yellow they don't know how to fight him. Like if he comes into like a team fight, that's pretty much probably you're gonna win.
Yeah. He's not he's not a good champion at the moment, but for low
yellow, I know. It's
don't just because I say this doesn't mean you should stop playing him. I'm just saying I do love playing Shen though. Like
he's so fun.
You can play Urgot AP top, and if you win, you win. You know what I mean?
Popping in like at a random time when they're not expecting you, when they think that they've killed somebody, and then like all of a sudden you give them a giant shield, it's so demoralizing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, top is. The problem is, for me, I guess with most people is that one kill in like a lane like top pretty much will make or break your lane. And with champions like Jax and Aurelia, like it's so easy to lose just because of one little mistake, like giving away the first blood.
This game is like so over. Oh, okay, yeah, I was gonna say, the thing with like never surrendering, you should honestly know when a game is over. Like if it's 0-20, like.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's a time where it's, you know, over, but 32-51, I've won.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like if it's late game, then I won't surrender. Like if I really want to drag, like, but I don't know. In higher elo, it's like there's a higher chance they won't actually throw it. So, I guess in this elo you shouldn't surrender, unless like someone AFKs. Then it's
you have to constantly just keep hoping that the other team is raging just as much as your team is. That's basically.
That's how you win it. Just get the because when I was doing balling, you just make the enemy team rage, quit from bot, and then like, oh, our bot's AFK. Now we have to go AFK.
I mean, that's basically why John, my husband, does level 2 ganks. Is that one time he was Fiddlesticks, and he just kept coming back to the lane. He was ganking our top lane against a Riven, and he made the Riven so mad she started raging at her team, and they ended up losing the game because they were all yelling at each other the entire time.
Yep.
Like, just him going around and around and around again, and constantly like fear draining her, like made her so on tilt. It was so funny. I can't even explain how mad she was. And they were like, "Yeah, Fiddle, you made our Riven rage quit."
Oh man. Oh, this is a good fight. Good fight. Because they don't have Lee Sin and they're throwing, and even though you lose this game, it's still possible to come back because they suck.
Oh yeah, it shows pings.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not like a lot to say right now. Like.
So the Yasuo, he was 3-6-9. He was saying that I was really bad too.
Oh, you're 10, 11, and 10.
And he was like, glad I gave up AD carry, even though he never called AD carry. He wanted to top with a mid champion.
So useless even like communicating with people like that. You're gonna get nowhere. Again, yeah, I would just find a duo.
Huh.
Definitely find a duo. And then if you like playing mid lane and your husband mains jungle, then he just camps your lane. You play Ahri, he plays Pantheon. That's free low right there.
Oh, he loves playing Pantheon.
Oh yeah, they should totally start playing Ahri if you're interested in that, and then free low.
How do you feel about champion select where people, like, if you're not first or second pick, you basically won't get the role that you want. So how do you deal with that when you're doing duo queue? Cause like
it's pretty scumbag how I do it, but I get the role. So I mean, if it works, it works, right? Do you still want to hear?
I mean, so you'll just take it even though.
No, I won't. Well, okay. Here's the thing. Okay, so it's not necessarily.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Allergies.
Allergies are bitch.
So go ahead.
Okay. So like, if I'm in champ select, I'll just say AD only, right? And then
yeah, and then people are like, why do you play ranked then? Don't play, and then
oh no, then I'll just say no, like then I'll pick Vayne, and they're like, what? I said bot. I'm like, no, go bot. It's totally fine. I'll just go mid or top, and then I'll still stomp because I played Vayne for 2+ years, so now I can just stomp anywhere. Like, just because like you're breaking the so-called meta, it's not against Summoner's code, so it's not a reportable fence. So if you're uncomfortable with playing Gnar top and because you haven't played him and he's meta, don't do that. Go play Jinx top.
Huh.
Most likely, the person who is against the Jinx is going to go on tilt more likely than you because he doesn't know how to play against that. Does that make sense?
True, yeah, no, that is why I tried.
So just AD only. If you're doing with your support, duo bot with, you know, fill-in name there.
We used to. This was way before people even started doing it, but we were doing AD carry Annie bot like way before it got popular. And AD Malzahar and stuff, like we've always been slightly ahead of like what the the meta is or whatever. So we're really good at screwing around with that. Like John does Malzahar support, and we'll just constantly prophetic visions them or whatever. And it's just like, and then once he hits level 6, like they basically can't fight us anymore.
Okay. Well, yeah. Do you want to go over anything else like laning phase, team fighting again?
Let's see. It's hard to make up scenarios to which they haven't happened yet. I wish I had another video we could go over. It's basically what it comes down to. Because that was a really bad game. Like, I kind of want to take a game where we were successful and have...
I'd probably tell you the same thing. Like, you're still, like, no matter, like... I think I told this to, like, a guy before. You could take a game, you stop, and you could still be doing bad laning phase.
Right. That's what I mean, though. So, like, even though I'm doing
like,
well...
you still, like... Okay, if you won this game, right, and then you sent me it, your habits in laning phase would still be the same even though you won. And that'd be the most important thing that I just pointed out.
But then I could ask you about choices that might not have been normal, like typical, or things that I should have done in, like, a typical game. Does that make sense? Like, I make a lot of questionable decisions in game, and so...
I don't think so. I haven't seen anything super questionable. Like, at all. Do you want to play one out?
Yeah, I could play one now if you wanted.
Well, I mean, like, in this game, do you have one to point one out? Like, that you think you did something...
No. I was gonna tell you that I played a game as Rammus top yesterday against a Malphite, and I tried to first blood him, so
Did you win?
Yeah, we won.
Oh,
but I flash powerballed into the tower to taunt him, and he was still at 5 health when I died. I almost first blooded him, but that was a time where my husband was like, I never thought you would do that. Like, that was super aggressive. Because usually he's the one who does those kinds of, like, dives.
Yeah.
So, I think your friend gave me the, link for whatever recording program he has, but...
Oh, OBS?
OBS? Okay.
Yeah.
Because, no, I really would like to actually record more games, especially in a different lane. Like, I kind of want my, like, mid and top discussed a little bit, but
yeah. I
have to figure out how to do that first, like, get the recording and stuff.
Well, I haven't done a mid yet for my YouTube channel, so you can also... I'll link you it also if I haven't already. And those are completely free videos, so...
Cool. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to, watch this video and tell me I'm bad.
Oh gosh, don't think like that.
I mean, sometimes I feel really bad. Like, when everyone seems to know the thing that I should have done and I didn't do it, I'm just like, oh.
Nah, don't think like that, because then I could just go and point out their mistakes. Like, everyone makes mistakes in this game. And if you're not going to play the game to enjoy the game, then why are you playing the game? That's like the whole point of a game. You should play it to enjoy it. If you're not enjoying it, then you should stop playing the game. Or
it's not fun, though, if people AFK after, like, 5 minutes, or, like, they're clearly raging. Like, I had an Aurelia who lost first blood because she lagged, and then she thought the game was over because Wukong was fed, and then, like, refused to actually play the game and kept complaining.
Yeah.
And, like, even though I muted her, she clearly was sitting around typing, and so we just couldn't win. So, like, that's not fun, really.
Oh, yeah, that's not fun at all. But, like, that's the thing. There's nothing you can really do about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's actually nothing you can do to change that. There's nothing. So, that's why it's like, why am I getting hung up on this? And then just think for a second, why am I getting upset at this early? Oh, because she's AFK, she's wasting my time. Okay, well, let me just go do something else. Let me think of something else, I'll be enjoying it. That's how you gotta think. You just have to come back to write that in, like, have that spot, have that door, right in your head, something like, Zyra AFKs. Okay, well, a lot of reasons she could AFK. She could have DC'd, her internet could have gone out, she could have had a family emergency. But don't think that, wow, this Zyra's making me lose LP. Like...
Yeah, no, I normally don't have, like, those kinds of attitudes, but clearly, like, if you're
it is infuriating.
Toxic and trolling and yelling at people for no reason, like, it's really hard to be like, you shouldn't treat people that way, or to try to calm them down and stuff. Like, it's just, human nature to try to facilitate each other so everyone can have a good time. Like, I've been on a terrible, like, streak of trolls. Every game I have someone who's so toxic that I'm even surprised if we do win because of how on tilt they put everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I just gotta come back to that door. You know. Not a lot you can do, but...
I mean, you're 17. How do you have this attitude already? Like,
what do you mean?
So young. Like, most teenagers...
Should I be like, oh, this game is so bad?
I mean, that's 90% of the people who play are...
Yeah, that's just how you... Exactly. Yeah, like, this community is absolute shit. Like, it's just how it is.
It's terrible.
It is, but I enjoy the game sometimes, so... I enjoy coaching. Get another VOD, if you want, tomorrow or something. I'm busy Monday. I'm gonna coach a 5 scene. I'll upload some videos there, maybe, on my YouTube. But yeah, we can schedule another time.
Coaching 5s? That sounds awesome.
It's a challenger team.
Oh my god. How are you coaching challenger?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, like, do they make mistakes?
Oh yeah. There's such bad okay. I'm gonna stop streaming.